So tell me a little bit about just what you thought going into starting that. So for other college kids or high school kids, maybe there's some high school kids listening, but like what you
Yeah,
thought going in there, like what you thought was going to support the business model. Cause I know when I started Wall Street Oasis, I was very much like similar, like, oh, we'll run some ads and, it's all about just getting the engagement. And we've kind of fallen into a decent little business here, but, it's been 14 years. It's not like we're not huge, So tell me a little bit about
sure.
how you went about thinking about it. And then some of the difficulties of like you started with friends, I assume, and then
Mhm.
like the vision, did it change or did other people have different opinions of what was going on, why it wasn't scaling, stuff like that? I think it's interesting to hear.
Yeah, yeah, and I wish I could provide more of like my current mindset towards that, but really, it was the most intrinsic value thing you could think of. I enjoyed writing, I enjoyed content, I enjoyed kind of leading,
Yeah.
in a sense, and there was no, hey, I want to make revenue off this. It wasn't until my
Were
buddy.
you the sports person? Were you the politics? Were you everything?
I was a sports person,
Sports.
and
Okay.
yeah, and my co-radio host actually, it's called KX935. If you're ever in Laguna Beach, it's the only time you can listen online too, but
Okay.
you can listen to that. Yeah, and my radio co-host was, we actually met in Modeling United Nations, which is another great program if you're listening in high school for whatever reason, if you want to learn how to talk and debate and do whatnot.
Okay.
That's how we met, and then all of a sudden he's like, I like radio and I like politics, and you like sports. Why don't we just talk about it? And
Cool.
that, we had that 11, like I kid you not, it was 11 p.m. Sunday nights, and it was an hour long, and it was volunteer hour, so it was funny. But, yeah, no, there was very little grandeur vision. There was very little like he actually had the idea of, hey, like, why don't you try to put a Google click ads on this? Like, it wasn't even a revenue scheme. It was. Yeah. I think in the back of my mind, thinking back on it, it was more of college play than anything else. It was, hey, we have 30 to 40 kids that are going to college, and all you get is your application, your GPA, and your whatever 2,000 word essay on the Common App. What if we can just click a link, and then all of a sudden you have your voice, you have 3 articles that you've written on politics, sports, music, whatever it is, and you can show a little more of yourself, some substance.